All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first episode of the podcast. I don't know what it's called yet, but we're just hanging out, having a conversation. I'm here with the smartest man alive, probably, Cheikhouna Ka from West Africa, Senegal. And talking to this guy is always a pleasure. He knows so much about everything. He's going to pretend like he doesn't, but we're going to be out here just having a conversation. Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. And with that being out of the way, let's just enjoy this view and have a conversation about something.
Yeah,
Chi, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling amazing. And I don't say that in a light way at all. Like, I genuinely feel amazing. We did so much today. The audience has no idea how.
No idea.
No idea how I did.
Crazy things happened today.
It has been an amazing day.
This whole week has been wild.
Yeah, and it's a pleasure just sitting here with you. And you said all those nice things about me in the beginning, but I can say the same things about you. I tell this guy every day that he is the most interesting man that I have ever met. And so hopefully we can give you a little taste of why I think he's such an interesting man. And maybe he can give you a little taste of why he thinks I am an interesting man. And
Oh, I don't think you're interesting.
just have fun.
No, I'm kidding. I think you're smart. I think you're definitely interesting. Like we talked about this in the other first episode. So we recorded a first episode. Yeah, we recorded a first episode, and it was kind of dark. We're gonna post it, but this is a much better way to set the tone for
That's
this
right.
podcast and what it represents. And
And these podcasts we're gonna make them based on, like, we're gonna be inspired to make them. We do this literally just off the cuff.
Yeah.
We listen to the flow of the universe, and it's like, let's
If there's
do
a moment,
podcast.
and I
When
have
there's a
this
moment,
little tripod with me,
let's
I
do a
just
podcast.
throw it out, and then
let's
we
sit
were
here and
literally
do a
gonna sit
podcast.
here anyway.
That's right.
So
that's right.
might as well start recording. And sometimes there's so many moments where I'm having a conversation with you where I'm like, I think more people need to hear this, and some people might gain value out of this.
Yeah.
To give you guys some perspective, he's just completely changed the way I interact with the world, the way I eat, the way I just like
Feel
like he's
inside and out.
yeah, and so geez. He's a biologist. Your knowledge of biology is one of the main sources of this. What they call in his language kham, which just it's like a mix of wisdom and knowledge, and like it's just like knowledge. That's the best translation. And
That's right.
and when you understand how life works, how the universe works, I think it makes it so much easier to like do more of the art of sailing with the universe rather than rowing through the universe. And like there's so many moments that I see in my life where I feel like I'm rowing, but equally I could just sail and go so much further. So much further. And it's
So
just like
beautiful.
this
I'm
thing
in
just
awe.
flew.
Yeah, I'm in
Guys,
awe. As he describes me as a biologist, I describe myself as just a nerd of knowledge. I just
nerd of
love knowledge because knowledge just empowers you.
Yeah, it does. It really
And,
does.
Yeah, in biology, my brain is just automatically geared towards biology. Right now, as he was describing me, as we sit here, the only thing I'm paying attention to, I'm not paying much attention to the people around me or anything like that. I'm looking at just the birds
Yeah, the birds.
and how they're moving in the wind.
Yeah, how they're like swimming.
They're swimming through the
They're
wind.
rowing in the wind.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You've made me appreciate birds so much. I would really like. I never paid attention to them, but you made me look. You made me pay attention
Yeah.
to these birds, and they're wonderful, man. They're wonderful creatures. I'm inspired by them. Man, they're swimming. They're swimming in the air. They're having a blast, just like playing around, getting food from people, and yeah, it's such a wonderful day. I feel so grateful. I feel it's so easy to forget how much we have in this life.
That's right.
And some people may think it's good to feel miserable because other people are suffering, but I like to say that this is so much less productive and just reactive.
Yes.
And if I want to be productive to the world, having a good outlook on the world and positive outlook, compassionate outlook, I think ultimately makes us more productive.
I think having also a best friend and a bond, a genuine
Yeah.
bond with a person. Because the reason we decided to do this podcast is just when we sit down and have conversations with each other, we realize so many profound
Yeah.
things about ourselves
Yeah.
that we want to just share with the world.
Yeah.
And we want to show the world the bond,
The
the
value.
importance of friendship,
The value of
which
friendship.
he taught
yeah.
me. And
Yeah.
we'll talk about that more, and you'll learn more.
We're talking about it in the other first
In
episode.
the
that's
first
coming.
episode, that's right. And
Yeah.
you'll learn more and more about our bond
Yeah.
as these podcasts continue. Because
Yeah.
they're just conversations that we
Conversations,
have
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And we decided, you know what, let's just
Yeah.
record them
It's almost.
and see what
It's
happens.
almost selfish.
It's beautiful.
It's almost.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's almost selfish
Wow.
not to.
That's a beautiful moment. That's a beautiful moment.
It's almost selfish not to.
For
Not
those
to.
listening,
share-
two kids just
Oh, yeah.
came by and ran towards us, and their energy and their happiness right now, just like it was beautiful. It was a beautiful.
Yeah, they're
scene.
just playing.
Yeah, just playing.
Let's
It was a
talk.
beautiful scene.
Let's talk about connecting to that. And
Yeah. That's right. It's beautiful.
they're just coming here to get scared at this point. I'm not gonna do it next time. They're just gonna come and just be like,
Yeah.
"Where is it?"
Every time you interact.
That's okay. That playful
Yeah.
nature that we have when we're kids, that way we interact with the world, we learn to forget it throughout life, and that's something I've been talking to you a lot about. But we are constantly taught that we must be like rowing again. But kids know how to play with any. They're literally just running back and forth,
That's right.
and they're like,
Yeah.
they're
In
like,
their own
it's like
imagination. Yeah, in their own beauty, in their own imagination.
they're literally coming here just to get scared and then run away. The game of peekaboo. That's what the universe is all about. Like, imagine someone just takes their phone. We're just talking. I don't even know if this is
That would
recording
be-
or not, but either way, like, I think there is a profound thing that every time I look into the inner child or inner artist, as some people call it,
Yeah.
you find so many things just go smoothly, like
Yeah,
the
they
art
do.
of sailing again. And
Yeah.
and I wanted to ask you, I guess, this question, like, do you think there's any biological this is I already know you have like something to say about this, but do you feel like there's
Maybe
any
I don't. I don't
biological
know. Maybe I don't.
I hope not. But do you feel like there's any biological backing to the things I'm claiming or like saying right now?
Absolutely.
Tell me a
that's-
little bit about that.
That's a very easy thing. Like what you said about, like just kind of going back to friendship and the bond and how it changes the way you view the world. Like we genuinely believe that having a friend, a true friend, changes your life in so many profound ways.
I don't think a lot of people know what it means to have a true friend.
I
And
don't
this
think
is,
so either.
I'm not saying this out of a place
I don't
of
think so
arrogance,
either.
but purely out of a place of observation and seeing what people are telling me. Oh, like they say things that their friends do or they do with their friends, and I'm like, you haven't experienced
You
what
can-
we experience.
You can give credence to what he's saying because his superpower is basically interacting with people.
I love people, man.
Yeah, that's his superpower.
I love
Interacting
people.
with people. He's able to connect with any,
Not
and
all of them.
everybody, almost anybody. Anyone who is open to connection, he can connect with, and that's something that he is just naturally good at.
Do you know how I do it?
He's naturally good at.
I actually
How
kind
do
of,
you do that?
I just realized this right now.
How
kind
do
of.
you do it?
I kind of talked about it a little bit before, but I think the way to do this
Friendship. Wow.
is when I was a kid, I was so like, I guess as they call ADHD, I was so just so all over the place. I never like when kids could speak a full language, I couldn't speak either Arabic or English because I was kind of being tossed between two cultures.
I see.
So I was in my own little world, and I learned to embrace that goofiness throughout, and I never stopped because I was too aloof to recognize the social like almost consequences of being this ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
my mom is the one who suffered the most through this, but what I realized is by embracing that like playful nature and just kind of embarrassing myself, to be honest, fully embarrassing myself,
That's right.
it gives people the room to like to see how fun that is,
Yeah.
and to also let their playful nature come out
and that
too.
attracts them. That really attracts
does.
them towards you.
I think
Yeah, that
people,
really attracts
it's
them
like a
towards
breath of fresh air, because I think people we're living in this world that's made out of like, oh, we have to be a certain way and like
Yeah.
walk a
Everything
certain
is
way
so
and
rigid.
and like we
Yeah.
have to do things a certain way, and
You're like an airbender in the world. You're like
I'm
you
trying.
flow with the wind very well. You know, just go with the flow.
I'm working on that.
Very open guy. You're a very open person. And like I said, I say his superpower is just interactions with people, like, you know, making people just very interested in wanting to know more about him.
Dang,
and the
man.
reason for that is because he's so genuine. He's so pure.
Okay,
when
I'll take
he
it. I'll take
interacts
it.
with people.
I am genuine. I'll take that.
He's so pure and just genuine when he interacts with people that it's like a breath of fresh air when people
Yeah.
see that. Because the world, I feel like, is moving toward this rigid fake way. You know, people walking past each other without acknowledging each other, almost pretending like they don't notice what's going on.
Yeah, they're not.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Dang,
you're
man.
like anti that. You're opposed to that. When you go past something amazing, you stop and you appreciate it. And
Photography has helped me a lot
and
with
if it's
that.
someone interesting, photography.
Photography, yeah.
Photography is something that changed his life in many profound ways.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
I'm.
It's kind of a new
Yeah.
passion, a new discovered passion actually of yours.
Yeah, It's about 4 years now, which is crazy. I thought it was a lot less, but time has been flying by,
Yeah.
and it's crazy to think that I've been a full-time photographer for the last almost 2 years now,
That's
and
right.
it's purely out of my
Photographer, videographer.
photographer,
much
videographer. If you need help with any, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so much more.
Sponsor of
than a
today's episode.
photographer.
No, I'm speechless about photography. Honestly, like it helped me slow down a lot more and pause a lot more and connect with people on a deeper level and like
That's right.
really dig deep into the essence of people and the essence of reality itself, and it's opened.
It complements your
Yeah.
superpower very well. It complements your superpower your superpower of just being able to interact with people so easily in a way that when they come out of that interaction, it's like they gain so much from that tiny piece of interaction that you have. And like I said, the source of that is that genuineness and that is that pure, just you're genuinely interested.
I am
in this
genuinely
person.
interested. I am
Yeah.
genuinely intrigued.
Yeah.
Like, look at that baby. He's genuinely intrigued by us. He's just looking there. He's like,
That's right.
what is this?
That's
What are they
right.
doing?
Yeah.
Is
Biologically,
this-
I'm thinking about all the
things
all
that
the
are going,
things that are going
yeah.
on in his brain.
He's having a good
know.
time.
It's beautiful.
I think this podcast is going to be us stroking each other's egos the whole time. It's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah, I think it's a way also for people to just kind of get to know us a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Get to know us a
I think
little
this
bit.
is one
'Cause
way.
we've been friends for a very long time.
It has, a little too long.
Yeah, a very long time. 14 years.
14 years, yeah,
14 years
that's
of
crazy.
friendship.
I think
Yeah,
about
we grew up
I think
together,
about that.
basically.
There's so many moments where I think about how different my life would be if you weren't around, and there's so many points. If you just remove one
Same.
point, I cannot even imagine.
Yeah.
I cannot even imagine how my life would look like if we just changed these small aspects of our friendship. And like it's probably one of the most things I'm grateful for in this hayat dunya, in this
hayat
life.
dunya. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, and going back to the theme of friendship, the idea of friendship was not very clear to me for a very long time. And he said earlier, it's not clear to a lot of people, and I believe that because I can personally say that it wasn't. I really didn't know what it means to have like a true friend. He taught me what friendship is. He taught me the value of friendship. And so, just like you were saying about me, how you can't imagine your life without me, I can say the same thing because I'm here talking about how great friendship is, and here's the person who taught me what friendship is and the value of friendship. So
Damn, man.
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
this
it's
sunset
a
is
beautiful day,
magical.
man. The
Yeah.
sun just went behind the clouds, which is kind of nice, actually.
That's right. And the breeze.
The breeze is lovely. Hopefully the sound is decent.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's beautiful.
yeah, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm enjoying this day. Yeah, I don't know.
And it was
I don't
just
even
us.
know.
It was just us hanging, just hanging out,
Hanging out and
hanging out.
doing whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's one of my favorite things also to just coexist
That's right.
with you, like just like do our own thing, just exist. I love it. I love that when like just you're there doing your own thing, I'm here doing my own thing, and
Yeah.
just sitting enjoying life, you know.
Yeah. And
There's
we're
this quote
benefiting. Yeah.
that I you just reminded me of,
Mhm.
and it's something along the lines of friendship is like a conspiracy against reality or something like that.
Oh wow.
Something along the. I'm gonna try to find it, but
that's cool.
it's I think it's so true because like when you have a good friend, you can make anything fun.
Yeah.
Even like I feel like if we were in prison together,
Yes.
knock on
And
wood,
you have a genuine friend.
and I think it would be actually a lot of fun. I
That's
think
right.
like I hope we don't find that out. There's so much more fun out here.
Right.
But like even something as
Yeah.
horrible as like the worst punishment for people who are the worst people in society can still be fun.
That's right.
And yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we should call this
A
podcast
friend-
Friends.
Yeah, friends. Yeah.
Friends.
A friend really gives you a fresh perspective on life. Like it gives you a very different perspective in life. When you
Yeah.
have a genuine, true friend, you know, not just someone that you like
Spend
hang out
time
with,
with,
spend
yeah.
time with
Waste
occasionally.
time with.
Yeah, just
Kill
like,
time with. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Not someone you kill time with.
Kill time with, yeah, but
Someone you feel
who-
alive
That's
after
right.
interacting with.
That's right.
That's
to
yeah.
the point to where certain interactions don't feel the same without them.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a true friendship.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
a true friendship.
How
And
do you?
I
how,
feel
how
grateful
does
that
one
we have
find
that.
friends? How does one go out there to the world and
That's
find
your
friends?
superpower, so you can answer that question. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
I guess if I have to answer this question, I would say one of the best ways to make friends.
Be genuine and be open.
Be genuine. Yep. Be genuine, open, and do things you genuinely love doing and passionate about. Because chances are, you're gonna meet people who are doing that same thing.
That's right. And when people see you doing something that you love and passionate about and be happy, they just naturally gravitate towards
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
They naturally gravitate towards
Yeah.
you.
I think friendship has been broken in the United States. I think it's been.
Yeah, I agree. A
It's
lot
been
of people
sabotaged.
forgot
It's been
friendship.
sabotaged because of. It goes hand in hand with the whole individuality thing. I'm not saying having one's individuality and being individual society is
a bad
the
thing,
worst
yeah.
thing ever.
No.
But it does have a lot of drawbacks.
That's right.
Does have a lot of consequences.
That's right.
And one of those is the loss of community
Yeah.
and the loss of the importance of friendship.
Yeah. In some societies, the whole idea of an ego essentially doesn't really exist.
It applies to the community.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
apply to
right.
one person.
That's right.
And when you have your ego as all you people,
Yeah.
you have the power of all these people.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to grow up in a culture where it's like
oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
The
Your
idea of
culture is
individuality
incredible.
doesn't really exist.
I remember.
It's the cohesive, yeah.
See, one of the drawbacks of that is like there is no personal space. You were
That's
telling
right.
me you're like there's no concept of personal space. I'm like, what do you
No.
mean?
Yeah.
And you literally random guy sitting next to you, you went laid on him like this. And you're like,
Yeah.
see, like you were literally doing this to the guy.
Random
and
person
he was
who I
he
never
didn't
knew
even
about.
flinch.
No.
I didn't even flinch.
No.
I thought people were
'cause
like,
it was
yeah,
a,
it's
it
just
was
like
a group.
it's just we're one.
Yeah. He didn't see
thing.
himself. He didn't see me encroaching on his space.
You're just part
because
of
we
this
share
thin thing.
this common bubble.
Yeah,
We share this common
bubble, and that
And
gives
it's
so much
beautiful.
power. The Dalai Lama talks about this a lot.
Wow.
The power of compassion, the power of having your ego stretched out. I don't know if he says it like this, but I think when you have your ego stretched out to be a community, it's capable of stretching out even further to be
That's right.
all of humanity.
Yes.
And then furthermore, maybe towards all living creatures.
That's right.
And then eventually, I think you can fully break it and fully become one with the entire universe because you feel like you are connected to all these things. And I think photography has showed me how to pause
Yeah.
long enough
Yeah.
to feel that connection with everything around us.
That's right.
And I
when
think it's a
you-
very powerful feeling.
Yeah, and when you allow yourself, like I said, to be part of a common bubble, you don't get lost in your own bubble as
Yeah,
much.
your small bubble problems are not big.
That's right.
They're not significant.
That's right. And your problems are shared among so
Yeah.
people can help you.
Yes.
You know, so much. It's like
Yes.
you're not as lost in your own
No,
bubble.
no.
You know,
And the
because it's a
solutions
community.
are so available.
Yes.
So available. So. What's the word I'm looking for? Like
It actually eliminates a lot of problems.
it eliminates a lot of problems.
It just-
it
these
naturally
problems just
solves it.
never
It
exist.
naturally solves
Yeah,
it.
you
It
don't-
doesn't
yeah.
allow. It's like mold. Like you
That's
put
right.
it in an environment where it can grow.
Yeah.
When you have this refined, small, tight,
Yeah.
wet space,
Yes.
But when you let it out, when you are open in the air,
And that's also just a more natural
it's a
way.
more natural
Speaking
way.
as a biologist,
Yeah.
that's a more natural human way to exist.
It is.
Because
We've lived like that
humanity-
for what, millions of years?
Millions of years. Humanity has always lived in this community way.
Yeah.
You know, in this community way, you know. And like I said, there's a
Amazing.
yin and yang to everything, but
Yin and yang to everything.
yin
Yeah.
and yang to everything. There's good aspects of that, and there's
Yeah.
bad aspects. You know, that
Yeah.
whole idea of tribalism. You know, us versus them.
Yes.
That also is.
That-
It's the same source.
Yeah, it's the same root.
It's the same source.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same
Yeah.
root.
Yeah.
And so, it's important to always have balance.
Balance. Yeah.
In everything.
And kham.
And balance. In
Kham.
everything.
And knowledge to
Kham
pair
and
it with
knowledge.
it, to know that it isn't just tribalism. We can be more than just tribe. We can
That's
see
right.
we can choose to see everything
As part of our community.
as part of our community. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Common bubble.
when we see that we are the same in so many ways, that feeling of we are one becomes more clear. And I think the first step towards getting your ego to expand this far is by having a good friend.
That's right. That's right.
Do you think we should end it here?
That's a good
And just
place to
enjoy
end
the
it.
rest of the sunset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do that. Yeah. Let's enjoy the sunset.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I hope this was recording this whole time. I feel like we were just kind of mostly
a discussion.
stroking each other's egos the whole time, but I think it's fine. I think it's. I showed him appreciation. He showed me appreciation, and in a way, that's what friendship is about. Like giving that like positive feedback and just honest feedback a lot of the time. So you've called me out on my BS a lot too. He's been there through a lot of things.
We're
say the
very,
least.
Yeah, we're very honest with each other.
We are
Like,
very honest with each other.
I'm not like,
Yeah.
when I give you feedback on things,
Yeah.
it's like I'm giving feedback to myself.
Yeah.
And if I lie to you, I'm lying to myself. And
Yeah.
again, it's that common bubble because I feel
Common
like
bubble.
he's
We
part
are
of my bubble.
yeah, we are
Yeah.
part of the one bubble.
That's right.
We have
So-
so many other things we want to talk to you guys about.
Yep.
Hopefully more specifically biological stuff and life stuff and nature stuff, psychology stuff.
Yep.
This guy is quite literally, without any exaggeration, one of the smartest people I know. And I have the facts to back this up. He's gotten like scholarships from like the most prestigious organizations. I like to mention this fact. He went to Antarctica, discovered thousands of species with a group of expedition, like on a ship and stuff.
We'll talk about that in
He
the
has a
future,
lot of
too.
interesting stories, and I think it's going to be very valuable to record some of these stories. And if you like this and you think someone would get any value of it, share it with your friends. Share it with someone you want to be friends with, maybe.
Exactly.
And maybe you guys will start the friendship that way. Maybe watch together or something. I don't know.
That's right.
But yeah.
That's actually a really good suggestion. Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this view, enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah.
And I hope to connect with all of you in some way. It could be one directional, but I love meeting people. So yeah, maybe we'll take people on us to all these journeys. We're going to be going to a lot of interesting places. We have a lot of things lined up, to say the least. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the other first episode where we're playing Super Smash Bros. And we're kind of talking. It's a little dark, but it's a good little episode.
Yeah.
So that will be coming out probably next week. We're gonna try to get one out every week or something. We'll see how it goes. We'll play
see
it by
how
the
it
ear.
goes,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll go with the flow. We'll sail
That's
through
right.
this podcast experience.
Yep.
Thank you very much. See you guys in the next one.